if we take a long aluminum pipe, say 1 meter length, and we take a strong magnet, neodymium, and we drop this magnet in this pipe, we can observe that the magnet comes down not very fast like free fall, but it takes about 2 to 3 seconds for falling through this pipe. We can observe this very easily, and we can count the seconds, just approximate mentally. Now, we can start 1, 2, 3. Now, it is down. Again I can repeat 1, 2, 3. Let us check again 1, 2, 3. About 3 seconds are required, that is approximate time. Now, I take this pipe which is having slightly less diameter, and now I drop the magnet through this pipe and count the seconds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, about 6 seconds are required. I can repeat. Now, start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again I will repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 5 to 6 seconds approximate time. Now, I take this pipe. This pipe is still less diameter, and I drop the magnet with 0 velocity. Now, start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, 10 approximate. Now, let us repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now this time I got 9 seconds. It is because our human error in counting numbers, but if we take a stopwatch with least count of 0.1 second or 0.01 second, it will be very nice accuracy. Now, I can repeat this. Yeah, in physics we repeat experiments to confirm that error will be minimized, and here let us start again. I start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I got 10. Okay. So, about 10 seconds are required. Now, the question arises, why the pipe with bigger diameter takes 3 seconds, then 6 seconds, then 10 seconds. This is because of the Faraday's law and Lenz's law. Michael Faraday did the pioneer experiments in physics. He took a copper coil, metal wire coil, and he pushed the magnet through this coil. He got current in the galvanometer, and when he took the magnet out, he got the reverse current, and from that he deduced the laws, and the law says that the EMF is induced in the coil, and that E is given by minus d phi by dt, rate of change of flux with respect to time, and minus sign is Lenz's law, opposing. Now, what happens here? When magnet tries to fall down, its magnetic field and this metal pipe, they have interaction. In this metal pipe, the eddy currents are induced, current loops are induced, and these eddy currents, they generate their own magnetic field, and that magnetic field always opposes this magnet motion. So, the magnet motion is always opposed by the generated magnetic field, and that magnetic field is generated by the current induced in this coil pipe. This pipe works as a continuum, and the eddy current loops are generated, and when the pipe is going down, it is having opposition by the magnetic field induced generated by this Faraday's law. And here for this pipe we require large time, long time, 10 seconds, because this pipe is having less diameter. So, the distance between the magnet and pipe is very small. You know very well that if you are very near the magnet, magnetic field is very strong, and if you are away from the magnet, magnetic field is weak. So, if you take a small pipe, you will get strong field interact with the pipe. If you take a big size pipe, you will get weak field, and if you take very big diameter, it will fall almost like free fall. Thank you.